Welcome. Here it is. I finally cracked 50, and man, it's not easy. So, I didn't show the first 40 problems that are much lower and somewhat easier, which I got without any mistakes. But when I get to 40, I turn on the recording because you never know what's going to happen. And today we got gold. So there's 15 problems you're going to see, 12 that I got correct and 3 that I missed barely. So I do this legitimate tournament style. I don't use an extra board, and I don't use a computer program to help because that doesn't matter. That doesn't help you get good. You want to get good, you do it like I do it, legit, straight up. What you see is what I do. Nothing fancy. I'm not perfect, but you don't have to be perfect to win tournaments. And that's the key. I won a lot of tournaments because I do it right. So you're going to see some tough ones. One of those problems that I got took me almost 15 minutes. So you might want to, click through and pass through a bunch of the garbage on that one, and you'll see what it comes up. But it's good stuff. Tough problems. Tough problems make tough players. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was pretty awesome. So sit back and relax and try to figure out, if you can, what I do in these problems, because these are all toughies. There's no gimmies in this one. So good luck if you take your shot at them, okay? Talk to you later. All right, gentlemen. I thought I would dispense with the first 40. And now we're into the money time. So let's see. We've got this king trapped. So my gut reaction is queen f4. Wow. Queen to f4. Queen to f4. He's forced to play king e3. King c3. That's his only move. So there. We gotta checkmate this guy. Ooh. Actually, that's almost good. Good question. King to c3. We need to force him to a terrible square. A terrible square. So we need to get to the third rank so we can play bishop to b3. Queen to d2 is he can only go king c4, which is what I like. But I don't like that part. We have what? Oh, we have another nasty move with king to d2. King to d2. King to d2, queen to c4 looks like the only good move. Or maybe queen to f3. This is a toughie. This is a toughie because you have too many opportunities until you get the correct idea. There's all kinds of defensive maneuvers. King to b2. King to b2 gives us the idea of being able to play queen check, bishop b3, winning the queen. So king to b2, what can he do? Queen f3. Queen to f4. Maybe we can mess this guy up with... Oh man, good question. Maybe we can mess this guy up. We can't do that. We can't go there. I need to be able to play king to b2 and queen to f4. King to b2. His king can move to e5 and that's it. Oh, but that's a nasty escape. So really queen f4, king c3, and then what do we have? The problem is you check him, he takes the b pawn. Queen to d2, king to e5. Again, don't like king to e5. That's an escape square. Yes, king to b2, king to e5. We cannot allow him to escape. Oh. I don't know. No. It's no good there. I don't like him going king to e5. Under any circumstances, king to e5 means we're losing. We're a jerk. Queen to f4, check. King c3 forced. The rule says we're winning when we play that move. But I need to play some kind of deflection. Well, if we check him on g7 or f6, that's an idea. Force him to e3. Oh, queen g7 check. King e3, no, he's got queen e5. The whole point of that idea was to crisscross him. Queen g7, king e3, queen to g1 is a crisscross, but that's not a big deal. He would just go back and you're stupid. Yeah, queen g7 and f6 I don't think works. Because queen e5 is just as uncool. Oh. Queen to e5. Queen to h4. Queen to king to d5. Queen check. Yeah, I don't think so. Oh. 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 Man. What a jerk. Queen d2, king e5. Again, I don't like it. again, looks like the move. King to b2. King to e5 is a jerk move. King to b2, king to e5, queen to g7. He's just going to escape. We should go queen to g3, king to f6. Again, he's escaping. I can't handle that. Oh, that's self-sealing. Interesting. Oh, you're killing me. Again, but no. Man, I'm telling you, if someone tells you you're winning this one, it doesn't look like it, does it? King to e5 is a jerk move. Hey, what about king to d2, king to c4, check? Well, I don't like that at all. Yeah, queen to f4 is just a move that really looks like it's necessary. Maybe I'm just not seeing something here. Queen f4, king c3 forced. Queen e3, king takes b4. Queen to king to b2. Why not? Right. Okay, queen f4, king c3. Queen to e3 check. King takes b4. He's threatening to escape. King to b2. King to a5. Oh, king to a5. King to b2 is threatening. Queen a3 is check and winning the queen. Queen to f4. I don't know. King to b2. King to e5 is nasty. We check him. Can we just go there again? This is gotta stop king to e5. That's all I can figure. Gotta stop king to e5. That is correctus. Okay, now can't move king to b1 because queen to h1 check is just winning. So I'm just double checking here. Queen to e3 check. king takes b4 and king to b2 looks devastating. So threatening this checkmate. If he goes to there, we check him, force him back to checkmate, or check. That wins his queen. It's not checkmate. But that's the drift, is that this check cannot be interposed by the queen. And this has got to be it. Wow, he makes it easy. I thought king to b4 taking was obvious move early, not so that the defense was incorrect. The computer showed an incorrect defense. Made all my struggling, not necessary. I didn't know it was going to play the wrong defense. What a jerk. That was like 14 minutes of that garbage. Well, who knows? All right. So, what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dead even position. So right off the bat, rook exchange, sacrifice comes to immediate mind. Say rook b takes bishop. And if he plays rook takes, we play queen to b8 check. King up, rook captures rook. Check. It's not check. No, it's not check. Doesn't matter. That wins a piece. Doesn't it? Bing, bing, bing. Yeah, it wins. Doesn't. No, that doesn't win a piece at all, you idiot. What the heck? Yes, it does win a piece. I'm like, of course that wins a piece. Kabam, kabam, kabam. I take, he checks me, I'm going to go here. He has no further checks. I'm just going to take this bishop. I'm just going to take this. And I don't care if he goes to c8 because I got double attack on that square. Yeah, well, this X-ray dummy. X-ray, how's that grab you? Okay, I'm not stupid. Isn't this just marauding him? Bishop g7 check, king takes, queen h6 check, forces him back to the back rank, and then we checkmate him. Bam, bam, queen h6 check seals the escape. Queen h7 is a mistake. Queen here, king either g8 or there, we just hammer him. He's gone. Toast, sonny. Oh, look at this guy. Look at this guy. Bishop captures queen. This is Desperado. So on Desperado, I pull out the fingers. I take a queen. He takes a queen. I don't have a good check. I take a rook. Rook captures e5. He takes a bishop. Rook takes e1. So I have grabbed rook and queen for bishop and queen. And problem is I cannot move. I cannot move my bishop because it's pinned to my rook. So that's bogus. Okay, let's see. Let me check. Oh, wait a second. I can't move the bishop. He can't take it yet either. So then I would just play like f6. and that defends my rook, or I could just play rook to, rook b to e8. That'll also solve the problem. So again, I take a queen, he takes a queen. I take rook takes rook, he goes rook takes bishop. I go like rook b to e8, defending my rook. And I move the bishop away the next move. Yeah, you lose. That was wrong somehow. Okay. All right. Rook, queen check here. He has to interpose the pawn. Queen goes to here. Rook wins his queen. Rook check wins his queen. Check, he goes there into the h2. Queen h1 is mate. So pawn forced. Followed by check. Right? Followed by rook check. And then king to like f1, I guess. And then queen to here is probably just outright winning. All right, double check this. Check, king f1, queen to e6. And how do you not get mated is what I'm looking for. Okay. How are you not getting checkmated? That's how. And that's a for me. You jerk. What did you just take? Took up bishop. So, all right. Well, can remove that bishop from the problem. But queen takes knight is not the move, obviously. So we have rook takes rook, bishop takes rook is forced, queen takes, loses a queen to knight e7. So bishop takes is forced there. Unfortunately, I don't see an obvious good move afterwards. I don't see an obvious good move. I've got no mating threats. I don't see any really good discoveries. Rook takes is good. Gets that rook out of dodge, but that knight is in trouble. I mean, I guess we're going to try and win this knight. That's what it looks like to me. Or we could just go I don't know, you take it, and then what? Just don't have a really good move yet. Rook takes, bishop takes. Man, I just don't have anything spectacular. We could play stuff like knight takes b6, and then queen takes knight, but you're winning a pawn. I don't think people set up problems for you to win a pawn. So there's got to be something better. Rook takes rook, bishop takes rook, I guess technically we just don't have the double. Knight c3, knight to b4. Whoopity-doo. Oh, jackpot. Rook takes rook, bishop captures rook, knight to c6. Crunch. It's that double fork. You couldn't take either knight while the queen was. You couldn't take the knight while the queen was in jeopardy because of the other knight fork. So queen takes knight loses and pawn takes knight loses. So we check him here. All right, Bobby Fischer. Now what? Knight takes bishop. That doesn't look right. Don't we just play rook to d1 and you're pretty much smoked? Looks like rook d1, bishop b7, queen takes knight. I just don't see anything you could do. There was nothing he could do. Okay. That is bizarre. Nah. It's really this looks like a problem, like an endgame composition, where we played bishop f6 check to block him from queening with check. So that way we get time to queen. So bishop f6, it's not check. Pawn captures bishop is forced, otherwise we just go bishop to a1 and he's toast. So here it takes queen, he queens. Now, why is this knight is there for a reason? What that reason is, I couldn't say. Check. Well, I guess technically we do have. Oh, it's bishop f6, pawn takes, not queen, but knight to e1. I don't really do that much. You know, it threatens this move here. Oh, actually, knight to d4. Oh, it's bishop f6, pawn takes, knight d4. You can't queen because of the check. He takes the knight. We queen, he queens, we queen, and then we queen takes f6, skewering his queen. What a nasty problem. This is nasty. You lose. That was a nasty problem. Very good. Okay, we can skewer the rooks with the bishop. He goes rook takes g7. We go king to f6. Actually, no. We go king to f8. King f6 is rook g6 check, and we're losing. So, skewer rooks, bishop d2, rook takes g7, king to f8. Hopefully he can't move to a great square to counter-threaten us. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, doesn't do anything. I just go here, stupid. Thank you. What? How is taking the rook wrong? Okay. What is this jerk doing? Queen takes b7. Can't be the right move. It seems like it's the obvious move. Ugh. Queen takes b7. You could just go queen to d8. And queen checks, I don't know. What do we sack a piece for this garbage? Rook d1. To me, it just is obviously not the right move. queen takes b7 seems better. Queen takes b7, rook does something. Well, then I could just go again there. Queen checks. Queen takes b7, the rook is hanging, he's got no checks, no threats against the h1 rook. So, queen takes b7, rook to d8 is the most natural move. Queen takes c6 check. He can play queen to d7. We haven't gained anything. So, queen b7, rook d8, rook d1. That is a nasty skewer. He has no reply. I'm taking the pawn. Man. Okay, oh, that's that. It is a nasty skewer, however. It's not I was mistaken. Okay, whatever. Rook takes rook. King takes rook. I don't know, castles? Nah, yeah, it's pretty good, actually. Just castles is pretty dangum strong. But he's got queen takes e5. What if we just go takes, rook takes, queen to b8, king d7. I don't really seem to have a lot. Man, I hate to give away rook takes rook, but you're killing me. King takes, there's nothing there. Just nothing there. Rook takes rook, king takes rook, I'm just telling you. Castles, queen to e5, rook d1 check. He's got like bishop to d6. Check, bishop to d6. Pretty nasty. But I would have queen takes c6. Knight d5 doesn't do anything directly either. He just takes it. Alright, rook takes, king takes, castles. Boy, castles is just not a move you see in these problems almost ever. I don't know. I don't see anything even remotely close to being good. Wow, okay, I like it when it does that. Okay, isn't this guy sort of being checkmated? Bang, king to here. Now we gotta deliver. Queen here. He goes to there. Can't fiddle around because he's got queen f3 check, which is annoying, but king d2 and you really don't have anything. So, I don't know. Can't bishop c3 check, king b5, and you don't really have anything. So my gut reaction is queen c5 check. It isn't that great either, to be honest. Bishop c3 check, king to b5, a4 check. Gotta take it. Right? Check, you have king b5 or king to a4. King b5, that's check, bam, you're losing a bishop. So, bishop checks, king a4. Do we have a side, sideways move of queen checks? Or king takes? Oh, that loses. You didn't play the right defense again. I keep coming up with the correct defenses and they keep not playing them. Isn't that bizarre? Okay, tell me you're not just getting checkmated by h4 check, king h5. Well, I guess you're not. That h4 check's not, I thought it was directly checkmating him. We have rook 4 to f5 check, king g4 forced. Well, you can't lose this game because you got to force perpetual if you want it. If you can't figure out whatever mate you're supposed to figure out, you get a force perpetual check. So rook f4 to f5 check, king g4. Let's just look at h3 check. h3 check, king to g3, rook to g6 check, king to f4. You'd have, king to h4, you'd have rook to f4 check, followed by rook to f5 mate. Or rook to g4 and then rook f5. So, rook 4, f5 check, king g4, h3 check, king takes h3, rook captures. Oh, rook would take h6, maybe king takes. That's looking awfully dangerous. Oh no, that's good. Again, let's see, rook f4, f5 check, king g4, queen h3 check, king takes g3. What does that do? We just did that one, right? There, there, king h3. Oy. Oh, that's devious. Bang, bang, bang. King G6. H5, check. Seals the door. King to there, check. King to there, check. King to there, checkmate. Devious. It's absolutely devious. How you like that, baby? This is the new record. Okay, now what? Well, let's see. We have 3 total choices. F1, G1, H1. H1 and G1 get met by King G3 threatening checkmate. Or King G1, King F3, and its mate, it's curtains. There's nothing you could do. Alright? So, the answer is obvious. King F1. Now, here, I guess the whole idea is to drive him off of the D file. Because king here, he moves off the threatened mate, then we go back to the D file. He goes back to the D file, we go to king to F, I'm not sorry, not D file, E file, but king to F8. And he could stay there. But once we do that, we just play rook to F2 and he's pretty much toast. So go here. Otherwise, we can't go like rook F2 because check. He goes here. I mean, I go here. He checks, and we're trapped by this, so he gets a perpetual check. Now he's threatening to checkmate us. We just go here. We're driving him away from the D file. I mean the E file. That's 50, my brother. That's the new record. That's the goal I've been setting for myself. 27-31. I have solved a few higher than that, but I was on fire. NBA Jam style. He's on fire. Okay. Queen to E2. Check. I don't know. Queen E2 invasion. King H3 is not possible. King G3. Let's see what I gained out of this. But it looked good. King to G3. Boy, that's a nothing if ever I've seen one. So what if we go reverse order? Rook E2 check. King G3. King G3 would be, okay, I guess. Man, we just don't have a good move there. Rook E2, king. He could actually play king to F3, to be honest. Queen E2 check, king G3, queen G4 check. Now we're making progress. Man, this has got to be the move. Okay, Bobby Fischer, what do you do now? Good question. I'm not sure. Now, the good news is he can't check us either. Well, you know, rook to e4 looks like a winning move. Potentially. He's got bishop to g3. Well, heck, we just got bishop to h3. Let's see how you defend that. Queen d5, defended. Oh, we can't play bishop to e4. Bishop to e4 doesn't work. Queen d7. Well, actually, that's okay. No, you can't do that. Sneaky little jerk. Queen g4 check. What does that do? Well, it threatens to play rook to e4. Just doesn't have a check there. Zing. King to f2 doesn't do it because rook e2 check is mating. King f1. And then you've got f2. Can't go there. King f1, queen to f3, yes. She goes back to there again. And what have I gained? Oh, if I'm on f3, that removes. No, it doesn't remove it. Kerensky. Winning a piece doesn't get anything unless it's a rook. Okay, check. King to there. Well, ha. Whoa, look at that. Rook to e1. What a nasty move. I should have mentioned at the beginning of this. This is bishops of opposite colors, and most of the time you're going to win on the color of your bishop. So, what you're hearing behind me is a washing machine washing the clothes. Okay, so rook e1 check. Can't take it because I take your queen. You lose. King f2 loses to rook e2 check. Probably nastily. Oh, queen e2 check, even worse. Can't take it. You took it. Thank you. Touche, baby. Eat that. Eat that. Now, what are we doing? Okay. Well, the obvious answer is knight g3, and then the obvious answer is knight g3, queen takes g7, and then knight f5. But that bishop is guarded, so that's not even good. So can we exploit his queen? It doesn't look like it. Oh, now that's a clever move. Knight to h4 is clever. You cannot take that move. But he could just take h3. What a jerk. So knight h4 is clever-ish. Well, knight g3 with the threat of rook to e1. Again, not super great. What is this going to be? Some 2800 problem. The problem is, I'm not 2800. Okay, so the most important thing, we have established a new high, and I achieved that 50. Man, that thing is a hard jerk, I'm telling you. And as you saw, you pretty much need to run 40 to even have a shot at 50, because the problems are so difficult and full of, some crazy stuff like 4 defenses played by the opposition that you didn't anticipate. So you kill yourself trying to play perfection, like tournament. But, oh well, whatever. It's all good. So, is there, well, knight e1. Knight g3. Again, looks like the right move with rook to e1 being the main idea. But he can escape to f4. I don't get it. Can't stop both. Oh. Well, then maybe you can. Knight h4. You just don't have attacks. Knight to there doesn't get it either. We've got a pin on his f pawn that I just can't exploit. Well, maybe. Knight e5, no good. Knight g5, no good. Well, then again, knight to g5 might be the move. Knight g5 threatens mate. Queen takes, f takes, rook takes f8. I don't have a better move than this, man. Oh, nasty. That's nasty. Now what, Bobby Fischer? Good question. We have potentially, knight f7. What a nasty move, right? Knight f7. Take my queen out of, I get out of dodge. Bing, take queen, check. He goes to there. Knight takes this. Knight takes, rook takes. Yeah, are you losing a piece? No, we're not losing a piece, right? Ding. Takes, check. We're even. Kablam, kablam, but you're just completely tied up. Rook takes bishop. Oh, rook takes bishop is so good it's illegal. Oh man, that was funny. Okay. Still think knight f7 looks like the move. And it was. That was a nasty move, I'm telling you. Well, I don't know, Davey. Looks like queen takes f3 is crushing. He's going to play king g5. We're going to hit him with queen to f4. And then he's in bad shape, baby. Well, let's analyze it instead of my spidey senses say queen f3 check. King to here. Check. King to g6, queen takes, check. He's getting mated. Check. I'm sorry, check. Here, queen f4 check. He goes to h5. Rook to h2 check. He's got a knight there. I'm satisfied. Easy money. What? How is that not the move? Oh, you jerk. You'd go queen to king to there. Oh, I guess I'm supposed to play here. Gorudsky. Well, let's look and see. It doesn't matter. I set a new high score. My mistake. 2877. Oh well. Now this one was a jerk. I don't know how a cheap shot at me in king f8. Now how is king takes rook not the move? King takes rook is winning. Ish. Oh, but bishop checks. Idiot. Can't believe I missed that. I overlooked that move. I saw all that idea, but I missed d3. I had looked at that move sequence, taking, and then taking, and he takes it. And I didn't realize I could play d3. Whoops. I absolutely looked at this first and go, no, this is, not that great. Realistically, again, he could play queen takes rook, play bishop takes. And you play bishop takes queen and whatever. Your bishop is trapped, okay? I'm just telling you. Your bishop is trapped. He plays bishop takes, you play bishop takes queen, rook takes. And this is trapped. He plays the inferior defense. This defense here is inferior for white. Because bishop takes. And we don't have another move. You have to play bishop takes queen. Rook takes queen. Your bishop can't move. The best case you have, realistically, is to play like f5. He takes, you take, and he takes back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got 2 pawns for the exchange. Yeah, he'd have been better off there. He's just double exchange down. Not 100. He's losing. Losing to rook bc8. King here to stop this. Rook here, he can't take it because of this. He's got to move like bishop d4 or something, and then you play rook here. He's completely lost here. But if you look at it, they made a mistake. Again, don't play pawn takes. Play bishop takes. Play bishop takes. Bishop takes queen. Rook takes bishop, threatening this bishop. This bishop cannot move. Oh, I guess it can. Bishop takes pawn. Or bishop f3. It's pinned. Okay, my bad. That's my mistake. Okay, well, pawn takes is better, but losing. Fine with me. I'm good with that. I thought that he had. I thought he would have had bishop takes, although I actually didn't see d3. But it doesn't matter. 52. That's what I'm talking about right there. 2791. Yeah, I've beaten 2800s before, but they're super hard, as you can see. So that was a phenomenal display. That's almost an hour. Man, that is crazy. So, like the video, tell your friends, this is the kind of gold you have to look at to get better. You guys know what to do. I will talk to you later. I feel great. Okay, what I decided is I'm also going to call up the board positions for each one of the problems in a separate video, I guess. And that way you can look through those yourself without having seen me solve them. And it'll be a much shorter list because I'm not going to go through the solutions. I'm just going to give you the option to look at the problems, if that will help you. Because there's a lot of interesting things on there, but I have to call up the problems because it'll show you the move that is played and when it's your turn or my turn to solve the problem. So that'll be kind of interesting. Probably about 5 or 10 minutes at the most. So hopefully you enjoy that.